Hi there, Autumn Augustus, your friendly Portland realtor with Realty One Group Prestige. I'm here today to tell you about the current housing market in Portland. I have a lot of people telling me, oh, I'm going to wait until houses drop to buy a house. And I'm going to, watch this till the end and tell me if you think that is still a good idea. Let me go over a few stats. Oregon housing prices have increased by 13.7% last year, and there has been a 36.3% increase in median housing prices over the last 2 years. So, yes, it is true. Houses have gone up, and they are definitely less affordable. And so have interest rates, and that also makes them less affordable. But are they going to drop? Probably not very much. The things that affect housing prices, and especially their drops, is three things I'm going to go over. First is the market overvalued. Have the prices gone up more than wages can support? And are they more than rents would cover or comparable rents? Well, they have gone up kind of more than wages. No one's getting these 36% wage increases. Please pay me more, pay everyone more, or just make housing more affordable. Um, well, later's probably not going to happen, so I guess you might need a second job to afford your house, because with the interest rates, that has also dropped affordability quite a bit. However, there have been some great concessions going on where sellers are actually paying for interest rate buy downs. So that, like the 3-2-1 buy down, for instance, brings your interest rate down 3 whole percentage points your first year, which my mortgage broker friend recently told me he was closing on a deal that had 5.2% interest the second year and a 4.2, get it? 4.2 in this environment for the first year, because of those interest rate buy downs that they got the seller to do. Instead of decreasing the price, the seller contributed towards their closing costs and paid some of their interest up front, which is a better deal for everybody. So there's some ways to go about that. Second, inventory imbalance. Are there more people looking to sell than to buy? No, it's this very balanced market. In other parts of the country, that is going to happen. Like there are a lot of, like in Arizona, a lot of people are realizing that, oh, their housing is going to crash. And sellers are looking to get out, and buyers cannot afford it still. So there, they do have an inventory imbalance. However, in Portland, Oregon, the rest of Oregon, we're actually finally entering a balanced market. 2 years ago, we had an imbalance of more people wanting to buy than sell. Now it's about the right number with 3 months of inventory. The third thing that's going to affect housing prices is layoffs and job security. And, in San Francisco, where it's very tech and there's a lot of big companies that are making huge layoffs, like YouTube, um, Amazon. There's a lot of that in San Francisco, where, and in Idaho, as a matter of fact, a lot of work from home jobs where people are getting laid off, and all of a sudden they cannot afford their mortgage payment and they've got to go get a job, maybe at a bar or a restaurant, instead of this cushy work from home job. Guess what? Those jobs might pay less, and now they can't make their mortgage and they want to sell. That is what makes a housing imbalance However, in Portland, we are blessed with a lot of really good industry. Nike and Intel on the west side, they are going strong. Have they had a mass layoff? Not yet. Is Nike going to be laying off tons of people? Probably not. They're having big events. They're having throwing parties. So is Adidas on Northeast. Um, they're having parties and promos, and they're still selling shoes, and they need their people on it. And so those are some of our bigger industries that are not going to be laying people off. And there is still a very healthy job market. If you want to go find another job or a second job, you can do that. And, you know, the sad part about it is, yeah, you might need a second job or at least a second person to buy a home with. Um, it's kind of rare around here that one person on one income can afford to buy a home. Um, there are some homes that are more affordable, like a condo. Sure, one person can buy a condo, 300,000, 350, and that equals a mortgage payment under $2,000, maybe around 1,500, that you can afford. Um, but can you afford a $600,000 home on one income? Probably not. So it's time to get creative. If you are the kind of person that's not going to get married soon, maybe you just need to partner up with some of your best friends and all go in and buy a house together. That is called a tenancy in common, and it is something that we can do. And there's several ways to set up an exit plan or set up cordial agreements that are going to make that work and a win-win for everybody. That way you're actually building your own equity and you are secure from housing prices increases. And in fact, when you lock in a mortgage today at maybe a higher interest rate, you can rest assured that in the future, when mortgage rates do go down and interest rates decrease a little bit, a lot of mortgage brokers right now are offering your first refinance free. So there'll be no additional charges to get a lower interest rate and bring your payment down several $100s a month in the future. So you know that your housing prices will never go up when you buy, and there's a chance that they may come down. And eventually, if you work at it hard, you can get that paid off completely, and by the time you retire, have no payment at all. So I still think that it is a good time to buy a house in Portland, Oregon. It is still a very competitive market, and I think that a lot of people are still coming here for environmental security. I know that's one of the factors I love about this place is I feel like it's one of the safest places in the world. There's not going to be hurricanes or tornadoes. Um, there, we already are used to tons of rain. Flooding is not a huge issue though because we have the infrastructure to handle all that water. Um, we have our forest fires. I mean, that's a downside, but get in face masks. You always can evacuate. Those aren't gonna last forever, and there might be an earthquake, but that's anywhere. So, yes, it's a good time to buy in Portland. I am happy to help you find your dream home. Give me a call and let's talk. Have a great day. Bye.